Hi guys, Health Coach Shalynne here, bringing you day 21 of my Whole30 journey. And I have something a little different I want to do for you today. For those of you that are not familiar with what the Whole30 is, I wanted to show you one of the books. I'm hoping that this book does not um, show up on the screen with the words in reverse or mirror image, but this is one of the first books that I read to get a better understanding of the whole journey. And it is by Dallas and Melissa Hartwig. And as you see, the title of the book is It Starts with Food. Um, and so before I decided that I wanted to take on the Whole30 journey, I took some time to read about the program. I am a bookworm. I love going to the library, even though I still will get books on my little Kindle app and different things like that. And that's only because I can't carry around the amount of books that I would want to read at once. But there's something so precious about actually holding your book in your hand. And so I actually have 4 of their books that I purchased, and for the next 4 days of my journey, I'm going to tell you a little bit about each book and how it has been so instrumental in my journey. So as I mentioned, today is day 21. I only have 9 more days left, and then this journey is over. But there was something in this book that stood out to me, and I wanted to read it to you. And let me see if I can find it. So the whole premise of the Whole30 journey is because your body is looking for healthy, nutritional types of things. With the Whole30, you take away things that are adding pressure to your system, is how I'm interpreting it. Pressure to your system to cause your body to not function to its top performance or at its best, because your body can get used to the additives, the processed foods, and a lot of it that we eat is sometimes stored as fat. And so there was a chapter, this whole book just breaks down for you what food, how it works and how it goes to your body. One of the biggest things that I want to walk away from with this journey is breaking the addiction of sugar. Now, it hasn't been like over the top, but I can definitely feel the difference in my body over the last 21 days of not having any sugar. Because as I had mentioned in some of my previous posts to you, that I love monk fruit extract, which is probably acceptable. It's much better than aspartame. And I don't like the taste of stevia, but monk fruit extract is actually good. I have researched that, but I still want to minimize any additional things that that I eat, that I add, that doesn't need to be added. And so on page 43 of It Starts with Food, there's a sentence that kind of jumped out at me when I first started reading the book to get a better understanding. So what it says is, and I'm quoting, "If there is an overabundance of sugar, the sugar takes precedence over fat as a source of energy in many metabolic processes, and stored fat doesn't get burned for energy. If less fat is being burned for fuel, then it accumulates and body fat levels tend to increase." End of quote. And this is probably the good reason why I buy my own books, because I need to write in them. And so what I actually wrote is, this is the reason, this is why people are overweight. And so we need to be careful and very mindful of the additional amounts of sugar and what we're adding to our body, because our body will seek to burn off that sugar instead of burning off the fat that it should. And so at this phase of where I am in the Whole30 journey, my body is no longer looking for the sugar to burn the stored energy, is looking for fat. And I was looking at my face today, and I had mentioned earlier on, I could tell that things were changing, but when I looked at my face today, I could definitely see that there has been some positive changes going along with this journey. My face is completely thin, and I feel great. My clothes are loose. And so, but the thing of it is, I did not go into this trying to lose weight. I knew it would happen. Let's be honest here. I knew it would happen, but that was not my whole thing. My whole thing was to get myself to a proper set of nutrition so that I could feel good in the inside, feel energized, and get my body to the place where it was doing exactly what was on page 43, to burn fat instead of the additives that I had been adding for energy, you know. So last night and today was an interesting type of thing because my husband and I were out. We had some fun activities to do, and it was a challenge to stay close to the Whole30 just because of the environment that we were in, what we were being fed, and I had to make some sacrifices. It was a little tough, but I found that because I had set in my mind that I was going to stay, you know, focused on my journey, I did. So I have to say that there were probably a couple of dishes that might have had things that were not on the journey, but it was funny because I took a couple bites and I was like, I can't tell all the ingredients, but it tastes different. It didn't taste as fresh as the fresh vegetables that I had been eating, and so I knew that there were extra things in it, so I just kind of left it alone. But I was prepared because I had a Lara bar in my purse. I did have a salad, squeezed some lemon on it, and then, you know, even today, you know, everywhere we were trying to go for our lunch date today, we tried to look on the menu. We called ahead. You know, we asked the waiter, hey, is this barbecue chicken before you walk? I should say, is this grilled chicken before you grill it? How is it marinated? What's in the marinade? And I mean, believe it or not, you know, the people at the restaurant, they want to answer your questions because, and they want to answer them truthfully, because once you tell them that you're following a certain way that you're eating, they want to, you know, they want to support that, and they don't want to be at the end of, you know, maybe someone getting sick because maybe they didn't tell everything that was in the recipe or their foods. So the whole premise of my post today is just to encourage you that if you're going to start any type of eating program, get educated, you know, find out what is going on. Just don't read, you know, looking for recipes and just, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what's the sweet part and the quickest way to understand what's going on in the journey. Actually take some time. So over the next 3 days, I'll be showing you the other 3 books that I have used for this journey. And then I just want to let you know that great things are in the works for the health coach Shalynne community, and so I have some great programs that I'll be bringing to you, and I've enjoyed coming to you every day for the last 21 days, and so I think I'm gonna keep it going. So if you have any questions or any comments on anything at all, drop me a comment below. And like I mentioned, my website is going to be updated. It was actually supposed to be going on this week, but it'll be worked on next week, and so I'll be sure to tell you when it's under construction, and I can't wait for the big reveal of how it's going to look. So I love you guys. I hope you had a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow on day 22. Bye. Bye-bye.